Hi, it's Carolyn with Therapy for the Soul. Welcome to my channel and to another video. And the day that I'm recording this video, it is Christmas Day. So for those of you who celebrate, Merry Christmas. For those of you who do not, happy holiday season and happy weekend. And so there's a saying that I've heard a lot, and you probably have heard a lot, which is, believing in the magic of the season. And it's really describing this time of year as a time where there's a lot of miracles and magic, and it's almost like, who knows what's going to happen. And so in light of that energy, I wanted to do a quick collective reading just to see what the guidance messages are for the collective at this point in time. And so I did pre-pull the cards, and you will also find them on Instagram and Facebook if you happen to follow me there. But I also wanted to come on to YouTube and do a video sharing the messages here as well. And so we have 5 cards that I'll be sharing with you, and then I'm going to talk a bit about the overall message. And so, as I said, it is a collective reading. So just feel into what you're calling into your life right now. What are you aligning to? What is that 2.0 version of yourself? What is that wish that's in your heart that maybe you're desiring to manifest? Okay, and so as you feel into that energy for yourself, you can see how these messages might apply for you and your situation. And so our first message says, with God, all things are possible. And it's a quote from the Bible, Matthew chapter 19, verse 26. We have present moment. I am fully present in, the here and now. We have let me not see myself as limited. And then there's a message on the back that says, who would attempt to fly with the tiny wings of a sparrow when the mighty power of an eagle has been given to him? We have courage, which I feel like goes along perfectly with this last card that we received. From Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And we have safe travel, Saint Christopher. Okay. These are our collective messages. So I feel like a really important message is this reminder, and like we have here with God, all things are possible. If you are uncomfortable with the word God, or that doesn't resonate for you, feel into what this might be for you. If it's maybe like with the universe, all things are possible. With your guide team, all things are possible. With the divine, all things are possible. With source, with love, feel into what this is for you. But as I speak about this, I'll be using the term God since it is on the card here, okay? But you can, again, interchange it with what resonates for you. But it is this reminder that there's lots that's happening behind the scenes that we don't know about when we're in the process of aligning and manifesting these dreams and these wishes and these desires, right? There's a lot of moving pieces that are happening that we don't have this awareness of yet. But God is assisting with this, right? And so that's why it's important to not focus on what your physical eye might be seeing, which is, I feel like really focusing on the 3D reality of what's happening, okay? And so it's really letting go of that, because that's going to just manifest limitations. Because my guess is, and you can feel into if this resonates for you, there might be a story of oh, see, this isn't working. How much longer do I need to do this for? Oh, look, this is happening and that's happening. This is just going to be impossible. And that's really messages from the ego, who's just taking in information from the 3D at times, But remembering, anything can happen. just like that, anything can happen, okay? Because you're co-creating what this is for you. And you can even think of it like God has this desire for you to manifest this wish that's in your hearts, because God is the one who put it in your hearts, okay? And isn't that beautiful to really think of it that way and feel it that way? So you are co-creating with God. And so it's really important to just trust, no matter what things look like, to not give up on that dream in your hearts, okay? Do not let yourself focus on limitations or even see yourself as limited. We want to just really look at any of those limiting beliefs that are coming up. And you can note what they are. It's important to note what they are because we don't want to be manifesting what those limiting beliefs are and what that energy are or is, and what the subconscious mind might be holding on to. And so that's why it's important. So that's not almost like this autopilot programming, that you have this awareness like, oh, here's this thought again. But let me remind myself that anything is possible, because I'm not doing this alone. And especially with just being on your spiritual journey, you know that you're a co-creator of your reality, right? And so what helps when you have this awareness that you're going into your headspace, or the headspace is starting to speak a little bit louder and louder, is to bring yourself back to the here and now, into the present moments, okay? Because the only time that really exists is now. We're just aligning to what this manifestation is. Everything is in the present moments. And it's just almost like man's conceptualization of time, right? To make order of things. But the past are just like memories, right? In our minds that we associate meaning to. And then the future, right? That's where a lot of the just like what ifs might come into play. And that's why even like with the visualization work, there's a big message about feeling it as though you're experiencing it now, because everything is in the present moment. We're just aligning to it. And so as you're in the present, you can even look at it like you're giving your mind a break from thinking about things or trying to figure things out. And when you're connected with your heart, you're really connected with your soul essence and with the divine and with the universal energies, right? And so it's important to really have that connection, because as you have that connection, then it's easier to really feel like, hey, like you feel like the momentum moving within you, because this is where it starts, within you. And then as everything, all the pieces come together, and when you're in alignment, that's when we see the manifestation in the 3D. And so I think the more that you're able to be in the present moment and be in the space of even like meditation, visualization, connecting with the higher realms, the more at peace that you're going to be, and the more confident that you're going to feel, okay? Because we don't, again, going back to, we don't want to see ourselves as limited. And we want to have courage. And it can be courage to stand up for what you believe in. Maybe other people are saying, or almost like coming across with some of these limiting beliefs, right? Maybe other people are saying, well, why would you do that? I hear this a lot even in coaching work that I do, where maybe family and friends, want you to be happy. And so we're like, well, why don't you just like give up on this person and just like find somebody else, right? And so it's easy for that to become a limiting belief, or you start thinking, oh, should I do that? But this is saying, as you're present and connect with your heart and feel the truth of what your heart is desiring and what your soul is desiring, to have that courage to stand up for what you believe in, okay? To not give up on yourself, not give up on your dreams, okay? And as you're in the present moment, it's also easier to hear, these inspired action steps. And so if you receive an inspired action step, which is a guidance step for you to take, that you're also feeling this nudge to really move forward on. I feel like this message is also about having the courage to follow through with that step. Okay? And then for some, we have the safe travel card. And it could be, I know this is a time where people are traveling with the holidays, and so it could be speaking to that. It might be meaning with your manifestation, that you might be traveling somewhere or somebody might be traveling to you. It might be representing actually like physical travel that's happening. We can also think of it, maybe we're traveling to the next timeline as we're like aligning to what that is, right? Or maybe it's like the travel on our soul's journey. Because on this card, we have St. Christopher here who's carrying a baby, and you can look at it like they are traveling, right? They're moving forward. Looks like it's not showing a boat, but there's water there, and he has kind of like an oar there, so I feel like he is moving forward, but he's carrying the baby. And St. Christopher is also the patron saint of safe travels as well. And so whatever this travel means to you, I feel like it could also just be steps forward. And maybe if you're nudged to take an inspired guidance step or action step, that could be what this is speaking to as well. Like as you're taking that step forward, to trust that you're safe and protected. And you can always invite in just the energy of St. Christopher as well, if that feels good to you. And so these are our messages for today on December 25th. I do feel this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, feel into how the messages feel for you. And as I mentioned, it is a collective reading. If you would like a personalized reading similar to this format, I am offering that just for 2 days only. For today, December 25th, and tomorrow, December 26th. And if you're interested in purchasing one, I'd be happy to do one for you. And I'll put all the details in the description box down below, along where you can learn about the other reading services that I offer and the coaching services that I offer too. And so we'll go through these messages one more time to wrap up our reading here. So we have, with God, all things are possible. Present moment, I'm fully present in, the here and now. Sorry there, I'm trying to get the card straight without the reflection of the light in it. Let me not see myself as limited. Who would attempt to fly with the tiny wings of a sparrow when the mighty power of an eagle has been given him? So remember, you're a very powerful being. And so have the courage to step into that. Be courageous, stand up for your beliefs. Archangel Ariel, and then we have St. Christopher with safe travel. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.